One of the most effective ways to treating foot problems without surgery is use of foot orthotics. Think of a foot orthotic as an arch support that's custom made for your foot and that you can move from shoe to shoe. Orthotics can be made to help accommodate deformities in your foot, such as bunions, or relieve pressure off of painful calluses. Orthotics can also be made to control the function of your foot to help prevent deformities, or to help prevent the recurrence of deformities if you should need surgery. Now, not all orthotics are the same. We all hear commercials for orthotics from drugstores, from little kiosks, or you go into one of your local department stores, they might have this machine you stand on with some fancy colors and supposedly it's an orthotic that's custom for your foot. Well, don't believe everything that you read or see. So let's take a look at some of the differences between an orthotic you might get from the drugstore or one of those kiosks versus one that is custom designed by an expert. But just before we do that, let me show you what we do in order to get the mold of your foot. Initially what we do is we will take a plaster impression of your foot, and this is a plaster impression that's already been completed. And then from this plaster impression, what we'll do is fill this with plaster and actually make a positive model of your foot. On that model, we can mark any pressure lesions you might have, such as calluses, so we can relieve pressure on those, plus any deformities you have will show up in that. Now, there are a variety of custom orthotics that can be made. For dress shoes, you can end up having a small orthotic made that fits well into even a high heel shoe. For casual shoes, there's another type of orthotic that can be made that fits fine, let's say, into a walking shoe or just an everyday shoe. There's even orthotics for sports that are made specifically for running. There's even orthotics that are made for individual type of sports. And finally, you can have an orthotic that's specifically for relieving pressure areas or discomfort. We oftentimes use this for our diabetic patients, where we can actually take a device that's completely molded itself into the shape of your foot and then placed inside of a shoe. Orthotics that you'll see, or supposed orthotics that you'll see at drugstores or in kiosks, are nothing like what you see here. For example, here's one that we saw at a drugstore recently. And this is called an orthotic. It has absolutely no support. It actually has very little cushioning on it. There's really no significant benefit to this. Another device supposedly for a dress shoe, again called an orthotic. Looks like this. Supposedly it gives good support, but as you can see, there's no real support in that. Again, these are all things that will say orthotics on them, but as you can see, they're nothing like a true orthotic that's custom made at a place like the Foot and Ankle Center. So, as you can see, there's a big difference in the quality of orthotics between a store-bought device or one that you would get at one of those kiosks. Here at the Foot and Ankle Center, you're going to get a high-quality device that's professionally fitted by a certified podorthist. So if you'd like more information or you'd like a consultation with one of the doctors here, give us a call at 804-320-FOOT or look us up on the web at 320foot.com.